Yo, what's up guys? This is All Stuff Guy here, and in this video we are going to be solving a 3x3x3 Rubik's Cube. So let's get to know the cube first before we start solving it. So let me teach you some stuff about the cube. So these pieces right here, for example, like that, are called edge pieces. These pieces right here are called corner pieces. These pieces like there are called center pieces. The center pieces don't move. Even if we turn the middle like either one of those two ways I just showed you, the center pieces stay right where they're at. So the center pieces do not move is a better way to explain this. And then there's also this thing called algorithms. Algorithms is a certain sequence of moves that you have to do in a certain order. So let's try some. This one I am about to specifically show you here is called the right hand algorithm. We will be using it a lot in this tutorial. But first, before we try that algorithm, let's go over a few steps first about what I will explain for moves. So, whenever I say to turn the right side down, that means turn the right side this way. Whenever I say to turn the right side up, that means turn the right side this way. Whenever I say to turn the left side down, that means turn the left side this way. Whenever I say to turn the left side up, that means to turn the left side this way. Whenever I say to turn the top to the left, I mean turn the top this way. Whenever I say to turn the top to the right, I mean turn the top this way. Whenever I say turn the bottom to the left, I mean turn the bottom this way. Whenever I say turn the bottom to the right, that means turn the bottom this way. Whenever I say to turn the front to the right, that means turn the front this way. Whenever I say to turn the front to the left, that means turn the front this way. Whenever I say to turn the back to the left, that means turn the back this way. Whenever I say to turn the back to the right, that means this way. Now, we are going to use a certain algorithm for this. So I'm going to teach you the right hand algorithm, which we will be using a lot in this video. Now it goes, we turn the right side up, the top to the left, the right side down, the top to the right, the right side up, top to the left, the right side down, the top to the right. We don't have to do that many times. I'll tell you when to do that algorithm, but you will have to memorize that algorithm for some parts. We're going to repeat it over and over again until you memorize it. The right side up, top to the left, right side down, the top to the right side up, the top to the left, right side down, top to the right side up, the top to the left, the right side down, the top to the right side up, the top to the left, the right side down, the top to the right. I bet you got it by now. Now, another algorithm we will also be using a lot is the left-hand algorithm. And it goes, we turn the left side up, the top to the right, the left side down, the top to the left side up, the top to the right, left side down, the top to the left, left side up, top to the right, left side down, top to the left. You don't have to do it this many times. I'll tell you when to use it, but you will have to memorize this algorithm. The left side up, the top to the right, the left side down, the top to the left. The left side up, the top to the right, the left side down, the top to the left. The left side up, the top to the right, the left side down, and the top to the left. I bet you've got it by now. Okay, you will have to memorize the right hand algorithm and the left hand algorithm for this video. So make sure you can watch the video over and over again until you memorize those algorithms and memorize what I'm about to show you here. So let's go ahead and mix up our cube after a while of getting to know the cube. So let's just do some random moves and scramble it up. Now that we've done that, our first step in the video is we're going to want to make a white cross. So we're going to bring all of our white edge pieces to the side with the yellow center, like how I just did right there. You might have to play with the cube a bit to get the white cross intact, but I know it might take a while, but it's not too hard. Now, once you've brought all 4 white edges to the side with the white center, we are going to get the white corners in. So here's how we're going to do that. We look for an empty white corner space, and we're going to want to put it in either one of these 3 squares below the empty bottom right corner right here. And then once you've done that, put it either one of those 3 squares. We're going to do this algorithm. It goes, you turn the right side down, the top to the left, bottom to the left, the right side up, the bottom to the right side down, the bottom to the left, the right side up, the bottom to the right side down, the bottom to the left, and right side up. Now we are going to do that same thing with every other corner. So we're going to get it in either one of these 3 squares below the empty bottom right corner and use that same algorithm. The right side down, the bottom to the left, the right side up, the bottom to the right side up, the bottom to the left, the right side up, the bottom to the right side down, the bottom to the left, and right side up. Now we've got 2 of our white corners in. Now we're going to look for that same white corner. So now we've got both of our white corners in, not on the bottom. P.S. We can still do that step, even with the corners on the top as well. So I'll give you an example. We use that same algorithm, and we are going to turn the right side down, the bottom to the left, the right side up, the bottom to the right side up, the bottom to the left, the right side down, bottom to the left, and right side up. If I made any mistakes while I was saying this, sorry. You might need to just watch what I do with my hands to understand. But if I did, that's okay. Now we're going to do that with one last white corner. The right side down, the bottom to the left, the right side up, the bottom to the right side down, the bottom to the left, the right side up, the bottom to the right side down, the bottom to the left, the right side up, the bottom to the right side down, the bottom to the left, and the right side up. Now that we've got the white side solved, we're going to try to get all of our top edge piece right here matched with its same center color. If you don't have a match, go ahead and line those two colors up. And if you do have a match, go ahead and turn it over. What we do with all our matches once we have one is turn it over. So now we're going to try to get another match like this orange one here by bringing the top edge piece that matches over and flip it over to its other side. And then we've got this green one here, and we've already got a blue edge piece on the bottom, believe it or not. So what we can do is just turn it up, but then it wouldn't bring our white edge back. So what we would do in this scenario is turn the green down and then make the match of all three so that the white edge could still be there and not in the way of where these white edges are going to turn back. But now we've got these all turned over, so we are just going to, since the edges are on the bottom, we just flip it all over to get the white cross again. Now we have to do that same exact step over for the white corners again to get our white side back in place. Now, do that same algorithm as told. We turn the right side down, the bottom to the left, the right side up, the bottom to the right side down, the bottom to the left, the right side up, bottom to the right side down, bottom to the left, and right side up. Now, we're going to do that same thing. You probably know this algorithm by now, so I'm going to say it a little bit faster so that I can get this video done more quick. Okay, now that you probably got it by now, so I'm going to do the same algorithm. Turn the right side down, the bottom to the left, the right side up, the bottom to the right side down, the bottom to the left, the right side up, the bottom to the right side down, the bottom to the left, the right side up, bottom to the right side down, the bottom to the left, the right side up, the bottom to the right side down, the bottom to the left, and the right side up. Now we're going to do that same thing with this corner. We can just do it in 3 moves since it's right here, and we can turn the right side down, the bottom to the left, and the right side up. You wouldn't need to do the bottom to the right if you didn't have that corner. Now, we're going to start on any side and try and work on solving this top layer right here. If you don't have a match of 3 in a row just yet, do this following algorithm as I say and start on any side. But if you do have a match of 3 in a row, face it away from you. And if you already have the top layer solved, wait until the next step in the video. Now we are going to do start on any side and do this following algorithm. We turn the right side down, the bottom to the left, the right side up, the left side down, the bottom to the right, the left side up, the right side down, the bottom to the left, and the right side up. Now, we'll start on a different side, and we'll do that same algorithm. The right side down, the bottom to the left, the right side up, the left side down, the bottom to the right, the left side up, the right side down, the bottom to the left, and right side up. Now, do we have a match of 3 in a row? No. Let's just start on any different side and do that same algorithm. The right side down, the bottom to the left, the right side up, the left side down, the bottom to the right, the left side up, the right side down, the bottom to the left, and the right side up. Now, we do have a match of 3 in a row, so we're going to face it away from us. And do that same algorithm. The right side down, the bottom to the left, the right side up, the left side down, the bottom to the right, the left side up, the right side down, the bottom to the left, and the right side up. Now we've got this top layer solved right here, and now we've got this upside down T shape. So turn it over. For this whole step, we're going to solve the middle layer, and we're going to have the yellow face as the top face. So now with this, you see, so we've got this upside down T shape, and on the top of the upside down T shape, it's orange, right? And do you see this same color centerpiece over here on this side? If the centerpiece is on the right, we're gonna turn it to the left, and if it's on the left, so we're gonna turn it to the right. So since it's on the left, we're going to turn it to the right, do the left-hand algorithm, turn the cube 90 degrees as if this corner were here now, and then do the right-hand algorithm. And then we are going to try to get the upside down T shape again. So let's look for any edge without yellow on it and bring it over to its correct side. And do you see the top of it is red, right? And this red centerpiece is on the left here, so we're gonna turn it to the right, do the left-hand algorithm, then flip it over to this side, as if this corner were over here, then do the right-hand algorithm. You would do the exact opposite if your centerpiece was on the right, just so you know, but mine was on the left, so I had to do that. Now, let's get that upside down T shape. Again, we have the edge piece on top here, it's blue. And we have the same color centerpiece of blue on this left side here. So we're gonna turn it to the right, do the left-hand algorithm, turn the cube 90 degrees as if this corner were over here on this side, do the right-hand algorithm. Now, we just got one edge left. So sorry I didn't get to show you the what you would do if it were on the right, but just so you know, do the exact opposite. If it was on the right, for all people who have had it on the right since the beginning of this step, you might have been just waiting, or maybe you even messed the cube up. So if you messed the cube up, restart. But if you've been waiting, do the opposite of what I just said. You would, from my words, if it was on the right, you would turn it to the left, or I mean the centerpiece on the right. So you would turn it to the left, and then do the right-hand algorithm, turn the cube 90 degrees as if the corner were there, and then do the left-hand algorithm. So that's what you would do if it was on the right. Remember that, because I sadly didn't get to show you. If you want me to explain it again, I will. I'll just go ahead and do it. So what you would do if the centerpiece is on the right, you would turn it to the left, do the right-hand algorithm, then turn the cube 90 degrees as if the corner were here, do the left-hand algorithm. I'm going to say it one more time so that you can understand. If you had the centerpiece on the right, same matching with its top edge piece right here, you turn it to the left, do the right-hand algorithm, and then do turn the cube 90 degrees as if the corner were there on this side, and then do the left-hand algorithm. You probably got it by now. If you need to rewind the video, go back and do it, but we're now going to focus on solving the middle layer. So now you see the top edge piece is green, and the same color centerpiece is over here on this left side. So we're going to turn it to the right, do the left-hand algorithm, turn the cube 90 degrees as if the corner were over here on this side, and then do the right-hand algorithm. Now we've got our whole entire middle layer solved, and now we're going to work on solving the white cross. So if you had just one yellow right here. Just start on any side you want and don't worry about it and do the following out. But if you had this L like me, face it to where the L's like this with that bottom right corner of the L empty like that. And then if you had like a bar here, or a line, I guess is what we call it, you would face it horizontal like this with the 3 yellows going like that, or it can be like that or on any side. So what we have is the L. So using that scenario I have right there, face it how it should be with whatever step you have, and do the following algorithm. We turn the front to the right, do the right hand algorithm, and then we turn the front to the left. Now that we've got the line here, the bar, we're going to face it horizontally in front of us. Do that same algorithm. We turn the front to the right hand algorithm, then we turn the front to the left. Now we've got a yellow cross right here. Let's say you did not have corners in like me. Let's say you had no corners in. If you had matching corners on a certain side, both yellow, you would face that side away from you. If you had one corner in, you would put the corner on the bottom left. If you have like corners like me, you could choose either one of them, put them in the bottom left corner, and then if you had like let's say a line of yellows lined up like this, line them up on the right side. Now knowing that info, do the following algorithm. The right side up, the top to the left, the right side down, the top to the left, the right side up, the top to the left twice, and then the right side down. Now we've got the line here, so we're going to line it up on the right side and do this following algorithm. Turn the right side up, the top to the left, the right side down, the top to the left, the right side up, the top to the left twice, and right side down. Now we have matching corners over here, so we're going to face it away from us. Now we are going to do that same algorithm. Turn the right side up, the top to the left, the right side down, the top to the left, the right side up, the top to the left twice, and right side down. Now we've got one corner here, so we're going to put it in the bottom left and do the following algorithm. Turn the right side up, the top to the left, the right side down, the top to the left, the right side up, the top to the left twice, and then the right side down. Then we've got the yellow side solved. Now we're going to try to get matching corners on every side here, which means we have the same color corners on every single side. If you already have that, skip to the next step. So we have one pair of matching corners. So we're going to line them up with their correct side and face that side away from us. Then we're going to do this following algorithm. We turn the right side down, the front to the right side down, the back twice, the right side up, the front to the left, the right side down, the back twice, and right twice. whenever I say to do something twice, it can be to the right or to the left or counterclockwise and clockwise, whatever you would call it. Now, we have matching corners on every side. So, now, in this case, we have one complete side right here. So, we're gonna face that side away from us. And then do this following algorithm. We turn the right side up twice, the top to the left, the right side up, the top to the left, the right side down, the top to the right side down, the top to the right side down, the top to the left, and the right side down. Now we've got our whole entire cube solved. Now, so let's say, I'm going to go back into the video because I forgot to mention a scenario here for that last step. The second to last step. Sorry. So like, let's say you had matching corners and the color was like next to its same matching center color, but not on its correct side or the opposite from it. You would start on the side that has the edge piece going to its correct side in a clockwise motion. If you had like a top, if you had like for that last step, let's say you had the exact same scenario as me with the complete side and the matching corners. Let's say, so I had my edge piece going over to its correct side in a clockwise motion, just like I mentioned. Let's say you had it going in a counterclockwise motion. Now, if you had it going in the counterclockwise motion, it would be the exact opposite of what I did for the final step of this video. So what we would do in that instance is turn the left side up twice, the top to the right, left side up, top to the right, the left side down, the top to the left, the left side down, the top to the left, the left side down, the top to the right, and then left side down. If you need to watch that again, just rewind or fast forward the video based off where you're at, and then it's time to say goodbye. So thanks for watching, guys. I'm All Stuff Guy, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. And don't forget to subscribe for more content. See you guys.